evening, students. Welcome to Shruti Academy. So let us start with the lens maker's formula for class 12, chapter 9, ray optics and optical instruments, CBSE NCERT. So we are going to derive the lens maker's formula using the convex lens. Okay. So the convex lens is being shown over here. Okay. So here the whole procedure is shown over here, how the rays get refracted and how the lens maker's formula is derived. So let us understand with the help of diagram. So here we are having two surfaces. One surface is S1, P1 and X. The second surface is S2, P2, X. Okay. So we see over here the object is placed over here. It is a point object. For the surface S1, for the surface S1, this is my surface S1 shown with the blue ink. So my center of curvature will be C1 over here for the surface S1. Okay. And if I draw a sphere, it will be form a sphere and my center of curvature will be C1. For the surface S2, the sphere will be like this and my center of curvature will be C2 over here. Okay. So this is my C2. Now we can see over here clearly that my ray travels from O, it strikes the surface S1. Now the ray is traveling from a rarer medium to the denser medium. So when my ray travels from a rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. And when my ray travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. So here at the surface S1, it is clearly seen that the ray is traveling and striking the surface S1, and there the normal I have drawn with the red ink, that is shown over here as N1. It is striking and my ray is bending towards the normal. See, it is bending towards the normal, towards this red line. So it is coming over here. So now my ray has got refracted from a rarer medium whose refractive index was mu1. It has travelled and it has entered to a denser medium whose refractive index is mu2. This mu2 is the denser medium. Okay. So now it is clearly seen, if my surface S1 would not have been over here, the ray would have travelled straight like this, which I have shown with a dotted line, and my image would have formed over here at I dash. This is my virtual image because this is not being actually formed. Actually, the second surface is present in the lens. Lens is having two surfaces, and so my ray will get again refracted with the help of second surface. But if the second surface would not be over here, then my virtual image would have been formed over here, and that virtual image is given by I dash. It is given by I dash. Okay. So this is the virtual image over here. Now this virtual image acts as an object for the second surface. It acts as an object for the second surface, and it is clearly seen that after getting refracted through the second surface, my ray bends away from the normal, because now my ray bends away from the normal, and now my image is being formed at I. Final image is formed at I. It is clearly seen over here that my ray travels from the denser medium to the rarer medium. It travels from the denser medium to the rarer medium, and when my ray travels from a denser medium to the rarer medium, this ray is acting as a virtual object. Now the ray is acting as we are getting a virtual object, and that virtual object now gets refracted through the second surface, and my ray travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium. So it bends away from the normal. We can clearly see my normal is going up over here. My normal is the straight line which is being joined through the center of curvature C2 for the second surface N2. The normal is here. So it is going straight away over there, and my ray is traveling away from the normal, and my image is being formed at I. So this was all about the refraction, how it was taking place in a convex lens. But we are going here to derive the lens maker's formula. So for the lens maker's formula, we need to write the refraction equations. So my general equation for the refraction, when my ray was traveling from a rarer medium to denser medium, we already know is given by mu2 upon v minus mu1 upon u is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon r. So this is my general equation. So let us write down the refraction equations when my ray is traveling from when my ray is getting refracted through the surface S1, as well as when my ray is getting refracted through the surface S2. So firstly, we are going to write the equation for the refraction at surface, S1 P1 X, refraction at S1 P1 X. So when my ray is getting refracted, it is clearly seen over here that it is getting refracted from the rarer to denser medium. So mu2 upon v. In the place of v, I would write v dash. In the place of v, I would write v dash, because v dash is the virtual object, distance of the virtual object from the surface. It is the distance from the virtual object. You can also write down in the terms of OP, P2, I, as you wish. Okay, so I would write over here v dash, because it is the distance of the virtual image. It is the distance of the virtual image which is being formed by the refracting surface S1. Okay, so minus mu1 upon u. U is the distance of the, it is clearly seen, u is the distance of the object from the lens. Okay, so is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon r. mu2 minus mu1 upon r. Now here the radius of curvature for the surface S1 will be r1. So I have written r1, and my object will be of the negative sign, because my object is on the left hand side of the lens. It is on the left hand side of the lens. So according to the sign conventions, my object will be negative over here. Okay, so now let us move ahead and write the refraction equation for the surface S2 P2 X. Yes, this refraction is taking place from rarer medium to denser medium. It is taking place from rarer medium to denser medium. If we more simplify it, we will be getting over here mu2 upon v dash plus mu1 upon u is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon r1. Okay, so this is my refraction at the surface S1 P1 X. Okay, so now let us write down the refraction at surface S2 P2X. Okay, so the refraction at the surface S2 P2X, so it is clearly seen over here as S2 P2X is over here. So here my ray is traveling from a denser medium to rarer medium. Okay, my ray is traveling from a denser medium to a rarer medium. So here the equation will change over here. Now here I will be getting mu2 upon in the place of v, I'll be getting over u minus mu1 upon v is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon r. So this will be the general equation for the refraction, when my refraction is taking place from a denser medium to the rarer medium. So now let us substitute all the values. So here it will be mu2 upon u, that will be negative, this will be positive. So this will be the general equation. Okay, so mu2 upon u is the virtual object. So the virtual object over here is v dash, the virtual image which was formed by the first surface now behaves or acts as a virtual object for the second surface S2P2X. Okay, for the second surface S2P2X. So here I'll be getting v dash. Okay, here I will be getting v dash over here, and over here plus mu1 upon v. V is the image distance from the lens, so it is correct, v. Okay, is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon r2. Okay, now let us see the sign conventions. V dash and v are on the right hand side, so they will be positive as it is. R2, my R2 will be negative because my radius of curvature is now on the left hand side. My radius of curvature is now on the left hand side, so my R2 will be negative. So I have to place a negative sign over here. Okay, so after simplifying, I'll be getting over here mu2 minus mu2 upon v dash plus mu1 upon v is equal to mu1 minus mu2 upon r2. Okay, so this is my second equation. Actually this v dash has to be taken from this P2. This v dash has to be taken from this P2 surface because my surface is over here. So, and my v dash is from my v dash which was forming that was from the S1 surface. So here in the place of v dash I can also write v dash minus t. Okay, but since I am taking my lens to be very much thin, since I am taking my lens is very much thin, so my t is neglected. Lens is thin, so t is neglected. So t is neglected. Okay, since my lens is thin, so t is neglected. Okay, so this is my first equation, this is my second equation. Adding 1 and 2. So when I'll be adding 1 and 2, I'll be getting over here mu2 upon v dash plus mu1 upon u minus mu2 upon v dash plus mu1 upon v. Okay, is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon mu2 minus mu1 upon r1. Okay, plus mu1 minus mu2 upon r2. Okay, so this is the expression we are getting when we are adding both the equations. So this gets cancelled. So here we can take mu1 as common. So I have got 1 upon u plus 1 upon v, okay, is equal to, when I am taking over here negative sign common over here, so I'll be getting over here mu2 minus mu1 common, so 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. So this I have got over here, okay. So now we can divide this mu1, dividing by mu1 whole equation. So here I have got 1 upon u plus 1 upon v is equal to mu2 minus mu1, sorry, this will get 1 when I will be dividing, so it will become mu2 upon mu1 minus 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2, okay. So mu2 upon mu1 is the refractive index of second surface with respect to first, okay, refractive index of second surface with respect to x. So mu2 upon mu1 can be written as mu21, refractive index of second with respect to first, okay. And over here we can define the focal length as, when my object is at infinity, then my image will be formed at focus. The definition, according to the definition of the focal length, when my object is at infinity, my image will be forming at focus. So this thing I will be substituting over here. So 1 upon infinity plus 1 upon f will be equal to 1 upon infinity will be equal to 0, as we already know. So we will be left with 1 upon f over here. So I can erase this because it is only 1 upon f now, is equal to mu 1 minus 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2, 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. So this is my lens maker's formula. So I'm writing over here. So my lens maker's formula is 1 upon f is equal to mu21 minus 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. So this is my lens maker's formula. So this is also equal to P power, because my power is given by 1 upon f, okay. So this is for the people who actually make the lenses. So this is different from the lens formula. This is the lens maker's formula. Whatever the lens people required for making the lenses, that formula, with the help of this formula, they make the lenses. So accordingly, so there are two limitations in this. The first limitation is that the lens should be very, very much thin, because if the lens will be not thin, the width of the lens will be taken into consideration, and then the lens maker's formula will not be able to be derived, okay. So the first limitation is that the lens should be very, very much thin over here, okay. And the second limitation is that the lens should be such that it is having the same medium both the sides. If it is not having the same medium both the sides, the calculation would be different, okay. So here we have taken the denser medium was the lens which was having the medium mu2, and both the sides of the lens there was a rarer medium which was mu1, okay. So these all are the limitations of the lens, okay. So in this manner we need to derive the lens maker's formula, okay. So thank you. So please subscribe my channel, please share my videos, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.